everyone! Today we're going to read From Tadpole to Frog. So it's like the life cycle of a frog. And it's written by Kathleen Zofield. In the spring, you may see frog eggs in a pond. So these are like the little frog eggs. Each egg looks like a ball of clear jelly with a dark center. So there's one of the frog eggs. A clump of frog eggs is called frog spawn. So all those little eggs together is called frog spawn. So there's all the eggs. Inside the eggs, tiny tadpoles are growing. At first, they look like small dark specks. So if you see, they're just kind of dark specks right now. In a few days, a little head and tail take shape. So it's starting to take a shape. Little tadpole. Soon the tadpoles wiggle out of their eggs. So now the tadpoles are starting to wiggle out. Gills on the outside of a tadpole's body help it breathe underwater. So if you look very closely, it's pointing to the gills on a tadpole. So that helps them breathe. After eating the jelly of its egg, the tadpole has grown. The tadpole's strong tail helps it swim. So you can see it's starting to get like a tail, and that helps it swim. Tadpoles eat until they are big. They do not look like frogs yet. So it doesn't really look like a frog. It kind of looks like a small fish, but they're tadpoles. Soon the tadpole has grown 2 hind legs. And the tadpole's gills have moved inside of its body. So if you look very closely, it's starting to get back legs, and the gills are starting to go inside their body, so they're growing bigger. Lungs are beginning to form inside the tadpole's body too. Now and then it puts its head above the water to take a breath. So the lungs are going inside of its body now. As the tadpole's lungs grow stronger, its gills shrink away. 2 front legs grow where its gills once were. So his gills started to go away, and now he's getting front legs. Soon the tadpole's mouth has become wider. So his mouth is getting bigger. The tadpole starts to eat small bugs when it's hungry. So it's getting bigger, and it's starting to look like a frog. For a few more weeks, the tadpole's tail shrinks. Now the tadpole's strong legs and webbed feet help it swim. So once the tadpole keeps growing, its tail's going to get shorter and shorter. And his feet will have webbed feet, and that helps him swim underwater. The tadpole has changed into a small frog. The frog spends some of its time on the land and some in the water. So he's not in the water all the time, and he's not on land all the time. He kind of goes back and forth. The little frog catches bugs and worms in its wide mouth. After a few years, the frog is going to be fully grown. So there the frog is starting to get bigger. Every spring, there will be new frog eggs in the pond. So every spring, like this time of year, there'll be new frog eggs. All right, bye guys.